You're tuned in to the Mind of an Entrepreneur show with your host, myself, Sajdah Wendy Muhammad. I am a multi-million-dollar business developer. I have developed business and real estate around the world, and I want to share with you my mental strategies, my technical strategies, and how I made it in the world of business. So I don't teach theory. I tell you about my life and introduce you to people who can also share with you what they've done to become successful. This is a practical show. This ain't a theory show. You don't want to miss it. So stay tuned.
O Allah, guide me among those whom Thou hast guided aright, and preserve me among those whom Thou hast preserved, and befriend me among those whom Thou hast befriended. Bless me in whatsoever Thou dost grant me, and deliver me from the evil of what Thou hast judged. Surely Thou judgest, and none can judge against Thee, and he whom Thou befriendest is not disgraced. Blessed art Thou, O Lord, and exalted be Thee above what they set up besides Thee. I bear witness, nothing deserves to be served besides Thee, and I bear witness that Muhammad is Thy servant and apostle. Amen.
Assalamu alaikum, family. This is Sister Sajdah. Take a look at this room on the third floor of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad House before we started the renovations. And look at it now. And we just have a little bit of progress left to make. The finish line is in sight. So order your commemorative Elijah coins today and become a sponsor. The link is in the bio. Peace and blessings, family. Greetings, conscious entrepreneurs. Add the Mind of an Entrepreneur show to your Roku TV lineup and catch up on past episodes of all your favorite Mo Today shows. Greetings, conscious entrepreneurs. You now can take the Mind of an Entrepreneur show wherever you go. I'm now available on Spotify. Just search Sajdah Wendy Muhammad.
You belong to yourself. You're an independent people, created from the nation of free people. Yes, sir. You don't need to go nowhere but to yourself. Yes, sir. There will be a great separation. Yes, sir. So I said, it is on now.
The college is meant to prepare you for your future. That the time dictates that if we don't do something for ourselves as a people, we will be destroyed. And the aim of the enemy right now is to take us out.
We have God with us. We have Him as our guide. Yes, sir. We don't have to stand around here and ask the question, what must be done? Yes, sir. Get up and let's go and do something. Yes, sir. We cannot sit down. We cannot lay down. Yes, sir. We must get up. Yes, sir. And go to work.
Do you know what real joy is in life? Visioning something and bringing it into reality. That's real joy. Do you know what the next step in joy is? Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in unity.
Tonight, you need to fasten your seatbelts. We're going to hear from some of the greatest minds in the world. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of trusting our future and the future of our children into the hands of those who don't love us. I believe we need to revitalize black leadership.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Welcome to the Mind of an Entrepreneur show. I am so excited. Let me tell y'all, first of all, you all hear me say this all the time. I believe in the sisterhood. I didn't pledge a sorority in college. So when I came in the nation, right after graduating from college, the MGT and GCC, the sisters in the nation, the Muslim girls in training with me in our general civilization class that's my sorority. And to this day, you know, we just got these tight bonds. And let me tell you something. I'm going to set this up because I want you to understand why I'm having Manna for the Soul on the show today. Because a lot of y'all be throwing shade on us as Muslim women. See, y'all think we can't be cute. Y'all think we're not sensual. Y'all even want to go so far as to act like we're not sexy, like we can't cook. Let me tell you something. The most beautiful, alluring sisters on the planet, just like the sharpest, most finest, best brothers on the planet, is the MGT and the FOI. So we're going to showcase a little bit of ourselves to you today. These sisters, they have a brand and a channel that they started called Manna for the Soul. I'm going to let them tell you all about it. But one thing I want to do before we get started, I'm going to play for you an episode that they did on lamb chops. They made some lamb chops. We have a special way in which we eat, in which we prepare our food, in which we put our spirit and our energy into our food. It's very healing. It's very intimate. It's very sensual. It's very alluring. It's very inviting. That's just how we get into this nourishment that we call food. Also, you know, we eat one meal a day. So the beautiful thing about when you wait all day, or you do intermittent fasting, as they're calling it today, when you're doing the intermittent fasting and you know that you're going to have this really amazing experience during the appointed time to eat, it makes it much easier. So we just want to introduce you a little bit to this level of civilization and civilized behavior. Now, you're going to have to start doing for self and get you some money if you want to live like this, because it's much easier to pull up on the dollar menu somewhere. But we eating kosher, halal, the best food, the best ingredients. We grow our food. And let me tell you something. A lot of times you all may look at us and say, oh, you know, this little show ain't nothing, or this little channel ain't nothing. And I'm going to encourage my sisters when they come on that no matter what, you have to keep going. I've been doing this Mind of an Entrepreneur show since 2009. And I was doing it when nobody was watching. But I can't tell you how many blessings I got from just putting out here what I've been blessed to show up on the planet to do in terms of business and helping people to get to that next level and being an asset to people. I've met some amazing business partners and made thousands of dollars off of just doing this when the audiences were really small. So we have to keep showcasing our lifestyle. And we always have to remember that Allah came to make himself known. And guess what? How is he going to be known unless we let him be known through us? And those who know him, show him, you know. So I got a new sweatshirt called I Know Jesus. That's a whole nother subject. Y'all ain't ready for that. Anyway, sit back, relax, get you some coffee, some tea, some soda, whatever you're doing. And check out this episode from Manna for the Soul. When we finish watching that, we're going to come back and we're going to bring on my sisters. I'm going to be quiet. I could talk on and on about this. And we almost missed the start of the show because we was having such a good conversation. Look, all right, let's get ready. I'm going to take myself off of here.
Oh my God. What's good, y'all? It's time for Manna for the Soul, and today we are making lamb chops with chimichurri sauce.
First things first, we gotta wash our meat.
Let's get to it. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this. This lamb looks so good. Look how beautiful this looks.
Can't wait to eat it.
Yeah. Okay, so actually we got this from the butcher shop. Hello. What we're gonna do before I actually start washing it, I do wanna go ahead and
take some of the fat off and actually slice it up. So yeah, I'm just gonna take all this fat off right here. Look at that fat.
Yeah, that's a lot of fat.
Right? And it's easier to actually take the fat off when the piece is whole.
I want to ask you guys questions.
Oh, what questions you got?
The question is, what was your first job and what was your dream job at that time?
My first job was working at Krispy Kreme.
Oh, yeah.
Loved it. They literally, like, no shade, but they would, like, literally throw away dozens of donuts every night.
Places do that.
So I would literally take dozens of donuts to work. I mean, not to work, I didn't work. To high school.
Yeah.
And I'd be sold out by third period. Even the teachers was fiending for it. And I made a lot of money.
Hold on. We got a
Alright,
already found.
make sure I didn't get a cut. That was a small
I see it, yeah.
Small cut. Can I just get a small band-aid? That thing is sharp.
You alright?
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry. I just cut my finger. And Milam, your knives are like so sharp.
Be careful, y'all.
Quick tip to avoid cutting yourself: cut away, not towards you, because no. And now that we got, look at all this fat. Like we don't need that fat. And now what we're gonna do is actually go ahead and cut down. These are great guides. It might be like a little muscle, but just work your way, find the bone. Just, oh, there you go. It'll just open up. There we go. See? It's perfect. See that nice little chop. So now we're gonna go ahead and wash the meat. In here, we have water and lime.
And we'll mix it around. And we'll just let this sit for like 15 minutes while we do other stuff.
Yay!
Make some chimichurri sauce.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
It is.
So we're making fresh chimichurri sauce. I'm gonna tell you what we have on our plate here. Fresh cilantro, fresh flat leaf Italian parsley.
Could barely tell the difference, but it's different.
They all look the same.
Yeah, actually, this is the flat leaf one. If you see the one that's kind of bunched up flowers, that's not the one you want. You want the Italian flat leaf. We have olive oil, fresh garlic, and we have a tablespoon of dried oregano. We have our sea salt, our red wine vinegar. Yeah. And then also we have some chili pepper flakes. And that's it.
Lemon.
Oh, yeah, and a lemon. Milam, you're going to actually use this food processor. So I'm going to actually take off the stems of this. And
That's the parsley, right?
yeah, this is a flat leaf parsley, yeah.
Okay, so we're just using like,
A fourth of a bunch. That's it.
throw it in there.
What is a fourth of a bunch?
It's a fourth of a bunch.
Yeah. And then,
Cilantro.
yes.
It's like half the bunch.
Yeah, so I'm going to add some more.
Smells so good.
And how much of this are we using again?
1 tablespoon.
Just the whole thing could go in there.
Okay.
We're throwing in our olive oil, 3/4 cup. So we're gonna use 3 or 4 garlic cloves. I say 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be fired.
Yeah. So for the salt, we're doing a teaspoon. Now we're gonna put in a half a cup of organic red wine vinegar. Now we're putting in red chili flakes.
All right.
Yeah.
This we're letting our ancestors decide, right?
Yeah. How spicy do you want it?
We need half of a lemon.
Squeeze that right in there. Yes. We're using our hand blender food processor.
Okay.
I love this thing.
Yeah. And blend it until it's chopped up, but you could pulse it. So. You smell that?
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Wow.
Flavor. There we go. So chimichurri.
All right, you guys. So now we are about to season our lamb, and we are jam-packed with flavor. What do we
Yes.
have here?
Oh my God. So we have chimichurri sauce.
Homemade.
Yes. Smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, brown sugar, salt, black pepper, and we have our chili flakes. So she's going to go ahead and drain the water out, and then what we're going to do is pat it all dry so the seasoning can actually stick on there. All right, here we go.
Okay, here are clean lamb.
Yay. Okay, so I'm going to start putting everything in.
Got you.
I have another question.
Ooh, what's your next question?
Who has been a big influence on your life?
I have to admit that my husband Marquise is a huge influence on my life. He just is. Like everything that I am now, a lot of it is because of him. So
That is so cute.
it just is what it is. And I'm not even trying to be cute. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? That I kind of can't deny.
Yeah.
I wanted to, so.
And actually, I was going to say the same thing you were saying because my husband actually has been the biggest influence in my life, and I'm so thankful to him. I mean, I'm not trying to be like funny about it, but yeah, he has helped me to become the woman I am now, and I love him, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, goals. I'm not married, so I can't use that answer. I'm sure it would be that if I was married, but for me, you were the first person that popped in my head, and then I thought about you.
What?
Milan's annoying.
Why? Oh my god!
Well, just because I always wanted to make cooking videos and I've been talking about it forever, and then you started doing it, and I was like, oh.
I feel so touched.
Cooking, and she cooks so much. Like honestly, like it's kind of funny. Like she's
Really?
like my personal
I think
chef.
I'm like a teary eye. That's so sweet. Aw. Do you see this? Like, you see how the color changed?
I wish you could smell it.
The color did change.
That is flavor. So you do want to let this sit for about 15 minutes. Like, it smells so
Smell
good.
it? Yeah.
It smells
You
so
did pepper too?
Yeah, I did black pepper. You want some
Okay.
more? You want?
It's like the peppers and stuff like that.
We're gonna now get our stuff together for our basting because we're actually gonna baste this.
All right, so the lamb is cooking right now, and it smells absolutely amazing here. We're gonna actually cook our meat until it's well done, because that's what we like.
Yeah, I can't stand like red in my meat. But anyways, we have a meat thermometer.
Yeah, and for well done, you want to get the temperature between 160 and 170 degrees.
All right, you guys, the lamb is done. Here it comes.
Here it is. Oh my God, it looks so
And
good.
it smells even better. Now it's time to plate. We are pairing our lamb with these scrumdiddlyumptious mashed potatoes. By the way, we did a video showing you how to make these.
All right, you guys, my favorite part. It's time to plate the food.
What do you have there?
Pretty
Go.
microgreens.
Yeah, spread it. Just spread that.
Just that.
Yes, it looks beautiful. And then that way. Yep, perfect. Yes. Make a nice little tower. Take these beautiful pieces of lamb. Look at that. To top it off, we had our chimichurri sauce earlier, right? This is chimichurri lamb, right? So you can have some for dipping and then pour some over.
Dang, that looks good.
That looks so good. That is literally it, guys.
All right, you guys, let's see how this tastes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god!
Right?
Oh my god!
I can't take her word for it.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. It's done. I'm sorry. I need some of this. Like, hold on. Like, I gotta try. Ah, the nice fatty piece. All right.
Yes, Lord.
All right. Oh my God.
We're not lying.
Did we just make that? Oh my God.
Yeah, so get into it.
Okay, you guys, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because we really need your support with our new channel.
And we will continue to bring you delicious meals.
Look, I told y'all. I'm going to go ahead and bring Sister Amira and Sister Ronica right on in here. We're missing one of them, but that's okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
How are you?
We're great.
Blessed. How are you?
Listen, thank you for that. Thank you for doing that. Now you got everybody all in the chat. They hungry. They talking about yummy. This is my mommy. She's like, ooh, yummy. How did you guys decide to do this? What made you do it? Because let me tell you, I always used to, when I was growing up, I'd be cooking and pretending like I'm on a cooking show. And like I said, becoming in, you making your pastries and setting it all out. But I never thought of making a channel. Whose idea was this? And where's Neelam?
Well, it's Grammy week right now, so Neelam is going to be busy until like Monday. I don't even know her right now. She's my sister. So that's why she's not here. But as far as us starting this whole thing, actually, Ronica started her amazing food page on Instagram, which you guys need to check it out, Mana Bites, which it's amazing, just everything about it. So I started following it, and I messaged her, and I was like, can you like tell me how I could do this? Because I've always wanted to do it. And she wasn't a hater at all. And she like sent me like her setup and like what I should do, how I should go about it, all this stuff. And then like 4 days later, Nilam messaged me and was like, I want to start a cooking channel with you. And I was all like, well, I talked to Sister Ronica like 4 days ago, and I kind of want to do something with her. And we talked about maybe doing a couple of videos together. And Nilam was like, oh no, we're doing it. We're doing that. So then I hit up Ronica, and Ronica was like, okay, I'll book my hotel now. Like, what it do? Like, what are we going to do? And we literally met up with each other like 2 weeks later, right? And
yes, no, absolutely. And actually, just to add that, Nilam actually sent a message. She said, please send the greetings. She feels so bad the fact that she can't be there, but she said she's literally speaking on a panel right now. But she really, really wanted to be here, but she wants to just send her greetings that, you know, and apologize she cannot be here.
Yeah. Again, because I got an idea that we could do, you know, I want to create variety in the kitchen at the Honorable Elijah Muhammad House. We're calling it the How to Eat to Live kitchen. So I could see different episodes because we eat every day, right?
Right.
So yes, you guys can fly in. We can tape a bunch. We got some celebrity chefs that are going to tape. We got people who are going to do, Sister Mariam's going to be doing nutrition talks. And we're just going to be doing cook talks while different people are coming in talking and sharing. So I definitely got you guys on the agenda. So tell Nilam that's all right. She can make it up to me.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And also just to mention about what Sister was saying, yeah, you know, I think what it is because we're a sisterhood, it just feels like family, right? So when Amira reached out, and first off, Amira we've always had a connection. We always had love for each other. And she asked questions, like, oh yeah, I could tell you how to do it. And not at all did I feel like, okay, somebody else is trying to do this, like it's taken away from me. But more so like, I'm excited the fact that she wants to do it. I can help her grow. And that just brings more light to what we have to offer as AUT. So I had no problem sharing. But when she said, and I think that was so interesting that Nilam went to her without even knowing our conversation and said, like, let's do this. And then she said, like, she's me, and we're like, oh, we're gonna make this happen. So I think it's just, you know, made to happen. I think it's Allah's will. And the thing I love about all of us is that we all have our different personalities. And it's just the dynamic of us. I love it. It's a great.
No, you can really see it. And what I loved about it is just giving a different energy. It's showing camaraderie among sisters, because oftentimes with us as women, there's competition. You know, we go into this Willie Lynch thing in a subconscious level. We don't even know. We're competing against one another. But what I saw was just the energy and the camaraderie. And it makes sense when you tell the story, Sister Ronica, that it was just like, come on, let's do this. And that's why I wanted you all to come on the show. I try to demonstrate that on my platform, just bring people on, try to put them on, try to put folks in front of checks and help people get to that next level, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you. We're so honored. And the fact like you asked us, we're like, oh my God, really? Because you are amazing. And you're such
really
a key figure in the nation, and just you do so much, but like we literally all feel so honored the fact that you even like asked us to, you know, since you want to speak to us.
Oh,
totally.
I want to hear about this. So you guys got together. Amira, did you say you and Nilam are sisters? Are y'all blood sisters?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm her little sister.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's why you said she was annoying on the video.
Yes. That is why.
So talk to me about what I know you guys just got together. You followed the instinct. You just said, "Hey, let's do it." And who's the real chef, or were you all just bringing your skills together, or is there anybody who's professionally trained?
I feel
No,
like
I think
Ronica is
all of us,
professionally
all
trained.
of us, yeah. Amira, you've been cooking for a while too, right?
Yeah, but I'm not like professionally trained. But I just know how to cook. Like I started cooking when I was like 8. I started baking at first. And then I don't know. Cooking is just really special to me. It's something I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
I could read recipes and just make it the first time and it actually be delicious. And I noticed that about myself. And then I don't know. And then like with Nilam can cook too.
Mm-hmm.
But like Nilam will still ask me to cook for her and her family, like, you know what I mean? Like all the time. But she is a busy woman, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like I'm just really good at cooking. And Ronica, she seems professionally trained to me. So it's weird to me that she's not.
Yeah.
I think the professionally trained comes from, you know, our grandmas, our moms, our
Period.
family. You know, that's what it is.
No,
and, you know,
period.
cooking is such a lost art among modern women. You know, once you see us looking a certain way and working and making money and vibing a certain way, people think we can't cook.
Yeah.
And cooking is so special. I was saying to you guys before the show, we won't go into it, but you gotta be really careful about who you cook for. Because you won't be able to get rid of people if you start cooking for everybody. Amira.
Yeah. It definitely is the way to people's heart, cooking, for sure.
Yeah, cooking is really intimate because it's just like this is your creation of what you're coming up with. And it's not only health, right? But it's just like what you feel like is tasting good. And whoever tastes your food is like they're getting a part of you. And I think that's why we love sharing our recipes because, you know, we got to cook for you, but, you know, you could take some of the recipes and they're good. I mean, our food tastes so good.
Yeah. I saw the asparagus. I love a grilled vegetable. Yeah, I saw that. So
yeah.
You mentioned that you had to jump on the plane to go to them. Amira, I know you and Nilam, you're in LA, right?
Yes, she actually drove down to us because she's in SF.
Okay.
So she drove down to us and we've actually filmed 2 times, but we just film a lot. And every time Sister Ronica packs up her whole kitchen and drives down to us.
They're about to come to the Bay.
So what's next for the channel? What's the plan?
Well, I think what it is we want to just continue to grow. We want to just serve as inspiration. It started off with just an idea, but it has grown a lot already. We've got a lot of great feedback. We got feedback about just our style, our dynamic, us as sisters. We've also got a lot of good feedback about our food itself.
Yes.
Those who've actually made our food, everybody says like, oh my God, like you just changed the game for me. Like I never made it like this. And there's been a lot of sisters that actually have come to us that said like, man, I don't know how to make this or do this, but it serves as inspiration, right? So that's where we are at right now. But as far as the future, man, like honestly, we're coming out with our product lines. You know, God, we have our coming out. So we just see, you know, the sky's the limit.
That's right. Just keep going with it and keep, you know, the project. I always say this, the business will talk to you and tell you what to do next. Totally. You know, sometimes you have things in your mind and then the business goes, nope, this is what I want to do. And so the business is like a living organism. So just keep flowing with it, staying together with it, because I think it's a beautiful way to teach people how we've been taught to eat and cook. And your personalities, I like the black and white. I like the way you all coordinate. And I think that's cute too. And your personalities just flow together perfectly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, like, crazy Tala.
I feel like our main reasoning for what we do is we want modern women to feel confident in the kitchen. It's really important, especially the day that we live in right now. I know the grocery store is crazy expensive, But it's still better to just go get your food and cook it at home. Like it just really is. And I would really love for like all my friends and family and sisters to be comfortable doing that. And we're just kind of like showing that and showing easy recipes that don't take long to make. And it's actually really good quality food, you know? And then of course, like Ronica said, so much is going to come out of it. We really want to do a book, products.
I see the book. I see
all types of stuff.
Colorful cookbook with all your different textures and patterns and what you're wearing. I see it. I already see that. That's already coming out of my brain. Where'd the name come from? Manna for the soul.
So manna. So it's actually manna for the soul. So manna has a very spiritual and deep meaning. So manna actually has a dual meaning. Manna in Polynesian culture, because my family's from Fiji, and Polynesian culture, manna means like a life force. But in the Bible, there's also manna, and manna in the Bible speaks to the food for the gods. So so that is a name that has always been within my culture and a part of me. So when we were talking about collabing together and coming up with a name, Nilam is the one who was like, no, I love manna. And she wanted to keep mine, which was the bites. And I was like, no, it should have its own living thing. And we talked about it and we said like, well, since manna has very spiritual and deep meaning of like food for the gods. And it even talks about manna was like the bread given to the people of Israelites, right? Yeah. So it has such a deep meaning that she wanted to keep it, and we're let it be manna for the soul. And we just felt like that just fit. And once we heard the name, that was it.
It made sense, right?
Yes. Yeah, and it was kind of quick. It was like a kind of quick conversation because Nilam is very direct about like what she wants, and she's no, I want that, you know. Ronica too. So then Ronica's like, nah, we should do this, And it was a very like quick 10 minutes, and then it was like, this is the name, like what's the logo, like, you know, it's just like, I don't know, just like perfect.
This is going to be big. Make sure you guys trademark it so that you own it. Nobody comes and you know, excuse me, steals it from you guys, because you know the manna piece to me is really beautiful, because we know we're all striving to become gods. And becoming a god, your well-being is critical. And so what you put into your body, and we're taught, you know, in class that we have to almost be like scientists when it comes to what we need, how to feed our families, to prevent disease, to cure diseases, to keep ourselves healthy. And so it is, you know, food for the soul, food for the gods, you know, and also being a god is working on your longevity. Just work, be here and be well. And then the other part of that is the super intelligence, the intelligence that we get from our supreme wisdom, but also the intelligence we get from having the right nutrients and the right food vibrations that go into our bodies. So I love it.
Oh yeah, and you're speaking so right on everything. That was like another reason why we wanted to make sure we share things like this, because at the root of it is sharing our teaching. You know, there's a way we cook our food, as you mentioned. There's a way of what we choose to eat. So, for example, when we did our baked sushi cups, you know, we don't eat soy, right? So we just did a no soy sauce, but not everybody's familiar with that. So there are substitutions that we make to things that we know what's okay to eat. And it's not like, you know, this is how we do it. Like we're talking about how we like our lamb, right? So, you know, we like it well done. So, you know, everybody has their preference, but at the end of it, it's just sharing our teaching and how we like to cook and eat.
Totally.
Yeah. And you know what I see also? You guys are firing my creative things. I see your pots, you know, the stainless steel pots. I see the whole, I just got this, a whole Manna for the Soul trunk that you can buy. It's got your pots. It's got, you know, we got to work on that together.
We got to manifest it. Come on.
We got to manifest it.
Manifest. That's right. Go ahead.
gonna come cook with y'all, or y'all can come do an episode in my kitchen. Let's just move it around. Wouldn't that be cool?
Okay, we would love
That would
to.
be fun. We could do a whole TikTok.
Yep. And then incorporate some other people sitting around, let them taste some stuff.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. We want to start doing that to where we have people come and actually taste the food, and we like film that and film the fellowship after, because food brings fellowship. You know what I mean?
It does.
So like filming that part of it, like, yeah, there's so much stuff that we really need to do that we're really going to do.
You know, when you think about our nation and how so much of it has been built around the table, it's really powerful.
Yes, ma'am. It is. Because actually what comes to mind, we think about Amir Elijah Muhammad talking about the table talks, right? And those conversations. And it is not a meal that you eat very quickly, right? It's a meal that you enjoy, you take your time with, and you build bonds and relationships. And this is when conversation actually happens. And it's really beautiful. And especially when these are things that when you're cooking, there's a spirit that goes into the food. Mm-hmm. You know that there's love and care, and we're picking the right ingredients. So the whole energy of it, right? So when we bring that good energy from the table, from the kitchen to the table with bringing friends and family, it just makes it really beautiful. So I could totally see that. So we're down.
Let's do it. We just got to get together and brainstorm and let you all get a few other episodes and whatever I can do to help push the channel, and hopefully people will watch this and go and subscribe. Just search for them on YouTube, Mana for the Soul. We're gonna manifest. That's the new word right now.
Yes, it is.
Manifest. Y'all know I did a whole manifestation series. I'm gonna change it to manifestation series.
Yeah,
I see that on a shirt. Manifest. Like,
yes, absolutely.
Literally.
Your aprons.
Oh yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. And actually, there's that, all that these things that we've talked about, and it's just been moving so fast. And then we're just all trying to work with our schedules. And the beautiful thing is everything is coming to place, but it's just like, it's making it happen, And I love the fact that Amira and Nilam are so committed, because in this type of relationship, there has to be commitment. And both of them are very committed. And it's like, I'm going to give my 100%. And the beautiful thing is they're both very committed sisters, and they're giving their 100%. And they never made me feel like, because, I know they're blood sisters. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be like, the outsider. Never at all did I feel like it's family. So I
would have thought you all three were blood sisters. I didn't realize that Amira and Nilam were sisters, but I would have thought you all fit in. It flowed perfectly.
Oh, praise be to Allah.
Thank you.
A lot of women are probably saying, well, I work and I got a family. Talk to us about your backgrounds, and just so that people can relate and understand that, you can be single and do this, but you also can have a family and a career and all of that kind of stuff. Let's start with you, Ronica.
When you say have a family, yes, I have 3 children, have a husband. I homeschool them. I do content creation, but I also have a business also. So yes, my life is very busy, but it's what you make a priority and what you want to do. It's sacrifice, right? Homeschooling is a sacrifice. Taking time to wake up and making it happen is a sacrifice. So I think knowing that it is a sacrifice, like I don't mind of making happen, and also having the right spirit, because I know at the end of the day the goal is. So that just has me to be energized by that and makes me want to just fight harder. So if I just kind of laid on, oh my God, like I have 3 babies, like I can't do this, like, oh my God, like I have to, do stuff for work, for business, or like I have to do this for my husband, or I have to do this, like it's a blessing I have all those things, right? So if I want to do this, it's just something I add on top of it. And I think what it is when it comes to cooking, I was already doing it. I'm already cooking and preparing food. Like I always do that, but it's just, I was like, let me now showcase this. And it's like, this is what I want to do. So I just want to showcase it now. So that's, I'm like, you can make it happen.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, no, she's completely right. I have a different dynamic than her. Like I work 40 hours a week. I have
Yeah.
a son. I'm single, but I still make time to go to the grocery store and get what I need and cook for myself. And even if I have to like meal prep, even if I have to cook something that's going to last for 2 or 3 days or whatever, you really can do it. You just have to manage your time right and your schedule right. And then like even with Mana, the last few times we filmed on my only off days, and we'd be filming for hours. We'd be like having 12 to 16-hour days, like filming for it. And like Ronica said, you just have to push through. You have to have a good spirit. You have to realize what's at the end and just go through it, which has been hard for me because I am a tired girl. Like, you know, like I am just so tired. But it's like you just gotta work. You just gotta work. And like you could just see where this is going. So it's kind of easy to do it. I don't know. It's weird.
That's your fuel, right? Because you can see the future.
Yeah, it's like I can see the future. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's actually really bright. It's actually blinding me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's beautiful. Speaking of meal prep, I try to do that. If I know I got a busy week coming up, maybe I'll make like my protein or something like that. Talk to me about meal prepping and how important it is to meal prep when you're busy, so that maybe you don't have time to do the whole cooking show type of vibe, but maybe you just need to meal prep. Talk about that a little bit.
You want to take that more?
Well, yeah, okay. Well, like for me, like yesterday I made chicken breasts, and I made 4 of them, and I made it for like 1 for a salad, 1 for some pasta, 1 for like, you know, like just like, I don't know, like I make different things with it so I don't get too bored, but it's like my chicken is made so I can come home and that's the longest part, you know what I mean? Or I'll make sure I have my salad and everything just chopped up before, so that when I come home, it's not such a big chore. It's not like I have to go chop something for 20 minutes. It's just like, boom, take it out, heat my chicken up in the oven, and I have a chicken salad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's super simple. We're going to do some meal prepping type videos too, just to show how to really do it. And it doesn't even have to be like, because sometimes I see on Instagram those people that have like 60 different Tupperwares and they're like filling everything up, and I just get really overwhelmed. Yeah. It doesn't have to be on that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't do it that. I do like you. I'll make my chicken. Like last week, for example, I made my chicken. So I made like an African stewed chicken. So I'm like, okay, I can have this all week. And then one day I came home, and you know the zucchini noodles that they shred like spaghetti? Yeah. Put that in there with the juice from the stewed chicken and make you like a vegetable pasta. Then the next day it's a salad, and the next, you know, so that's how I do it. I don't do the Tupperware thing with the portions and stuff because I get overwhelming. And then I get bored because if I have that Monday, I might not want that Tuesday.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Amira said it, like, you know, you just have to make time to prepare. I think with everything, it's planning and preparing, just taking a moment just to plan it. And I think that's like with myself, with my children, 3 children, they eat a lot, my husband, and meal prepping also helps you to make sure you, like if you have goals, like as far as, you know, maintaining weight, you know, or, you know, growing muscle, meal prepping also helps you with that, especially when you have a busy schedule, because you can't be, you know, the grocery stores, excuse me, not grocery, the fast food place, you don't want to be going there because that's straight death, right? Restaurants right now is like crazy expensive because of cost of food. So at this time, it's the perfect time to go ahead and get started if you haven't, just to start preparing. And what you're saying is just like, you know, the way you, even if you have just one starch, a vegetable, whatever protein, have a soup. We always have bean soup in our house. Yeah. Always. And so what you have to do is just have different sauces. Like Amira is saying, like you have different sauces. Like I make so many different types of sauces that is so easy. And you can just roast your vegetables straight and your food will be ready within 30 minutes. It doesn't take long. So it's really, the hardest part is just planning it out. I
love I have a George Foreman grill. I I put the green beans on there. I put the asparagus on there. And then, like you said, it's just your sauces. You can, put that over there, or even a salt. Like since I made the stewed chicken, I was able to drizzle that over the vegetables.
Yeah.
There you got a whole meal. It's like a whole gourmet thing.
We got to make that with you, that stewed chicken.
Yes.
That's the there's a few people here in the chat that have my stewed chicken. The stewed chicken it's a combination of, so I spent some time in Africa and I noticed that they make stewed chicken a lot. But there were a few things missing from the flavor. And so my background, my family is from Louisiana, so it's a Creole background. So I kind of mix like the Creole seasonings with the African seasonings and make that stewed chicken. It's and it's good because if you get the halal chicken, by the time you slow cook it, you don't even need to cut it. Wow,
it just falls off.
It's just breaking apart.
Yeah, you just put the fork in there and it's amazing. So yeah, so that's what we'll make.
No, it's funny that you said you have a Creole background because my husband's family has a Creole background as well. So, and it's interesting also because talking about Creole spice,
Yes.
that's a product that I'm working on right now. So I have a Creole spice that's actually going to be coming out. So, so I'll let you know.
Yes,
that is something. But yeah.
No, I love something spicy, stuffed jalapenos, and I'm all about stuff.
We got to do that too. Let me write this down.
You better write it down. Write down the stewed chicken, the stuffed jalapenos with the bean soup. Listen. Look at Amira.
No, like I'm hungry. No, we have to make that. We have to do that.
Let's do it. You let me know next time I'm in LA, or y'all call me when y'all filming. We'll do it.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to push this because this is pushing our culture, our lifestyle, and it's just helping people to see us in a different light. And it's important for women to be seen on television, in a civilized and a domesticated way, because no offense against anybody, but the thought culture is taking over. You got older sisters trying to be thoughts and younger ones trying. It's like, okay, is anybody not trying to get with that?
No, it's
and
real.
It's okay to have fun. It's okay to have fun.
It's okay, but my gosh, can we dial it back just a little bit?
Yeah.
Like y'all don't go to church no more. What's going on?
Yeah, it's crazy out here.
It is everywhere.
Well, thank you all for coming. Let me put back up your I want you guys to go to YouTube and Instagram, right?
Yes.
Look for Mana for the Soul. And
we have TikTok too.
Oh, you got TikTok? That's right. I saw the TikTok. Anything you all want to say? Anything coming up? What's the next episode going to be?
Oh, we have, oh my God. So we have a banana pudding. I think we have our banana pudding coming out. Yeah, so we have our banana pudding, but we also have, I don't want to say it. There's some really good.
Don't do it. I'm sorry. Don't do it. Don't do it. Are y'all ready to say goodbye?
Yes.
Okay.
Getting ready, getting everything all together, but excited.
You guys
so excited.
Chicago, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
Let's connect. We just at least got to lay eyes on each other. I'll most of the time I'll be at the Honorable Elijah Muhammad House, but I'll reach out. We'll connect.
Totally. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Any last words you want to say for everybody who's watching?
Just thank you for everybody that has supported us up until then. And thank you to you for having us on here. Like, it means a lot to us and it's great motivation. And we love you guys so much. This is really exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, I second that. Again, everybody that has supported us, yes, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. And continue to show love to us, so we really appreciate that, because you're supporting us at an infinite state, like a very baby stage right now, and it takes time to grow, but the fact that we're getting love at this infancy stage, means a lot. So we really appreciate, and the fact that again, like Amira was saying, I said earlier that thank you so much, Sister Sajdah. We really appreciate you bringing us on and just kind of just, shedding light to us, so it's moments like this that, make a difference. So we really, really, really are honored and so appreciative.
I just want to encourage you all to keep going. And remember, and this is for everybody watching, one of the things, I work with a lot of companies in corporate, small businesses, but a lot of companies that are owned by people who don't look like us, they get the support very early on.
Yeah.
They get loved on, they get supported, and somebody says, hey, buy my sister's food, do this, do that. And oftentimes we don't do that. And that's a dynamic we have to turn around, because if nothing else, it doesn't mean you may not have money, but just to have somebody go, you know what, I'm going to love on you because you're starting a business, and I'm going to see what I can do to support. That goes a long way.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way I'm going to be able to share this?
Absolutely. I'll send you all the link. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll email you the link as soon as we get off. And you'll be able to share it. You can chop it up. You can use it for marketing. You can do whatever it is you want to do with it. I'm not stingy.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see you in Chicago.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Love you all. Bring your coats.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
We're in California weather, so.
Yeah, but y'all been raining like crazy. I was just out there and I was like, what is with all this rain?
We've been very rainy and very cold lately.
Yeah. Well, y'all got coats. Y'all should be ready.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. Happy Savior's Day.
Walaikum salam. Happy Savior's Day.
There it is. That's another one. I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I see Sister April Muhammad said, I'm so excited for you all, and I will definitely be following you all. Yes, please go and follow them. Sister Lisa R says, beautiful energy. Sister April said she's definitely going to try the stuffed jalapenos with the bean soup. Yeah, what you do is you get the big jalapenos, and you got to cut them in half and, gut them. But you stuff them with whatever you want. You can stuff them with like other vegetables. Like I've stuffed mine with like a cauliflower mash. You can stuff them with turkey, ground turkey. You can stuff them with whatever you want. And then you just bake them after you stuff them. You can sprinkle a little cheese or something over it. But when we do it on the show, you guys will see it. Okay. Sister Lisa says, so you all are making me hungry describing how you prepare what you cook. That's right. Raphael T says he's hungry now. Sandra D said, y'all on fire, great chemistry. Yes, amazing chemistry. This was a lot of fun. I see you all. And thank you, Brother Juan Carlos. You are always so supportive. Brother Juan Carlos is one of our Sajdah House sponsors. And he's been helping me with promotions for a very long time. And I'm so grateful for Brother Juan Carlos. He's consistent. He helps. Sometimes when I be tired and forget to post, or I forget to tell Rahima to post something, I look up and Brother Juan Carlos and posted it, and I'm like, oh, all praises due to Allah. So it helps. This is this has been a long journey of just, building not only this brand, but all the brands that I'm working on. It's a journey and it's a grind, and you have to, keep going. And what happens is that things happen so fast that you sometimes just don't realize all the progress that you're making. So I just want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for all that you do. Look, y'all see what's scrolling at the bottom down there? SajdahHouseDonations.com. Go out there, make a donation. If you don't have your commemorative Elijah coin, make sure you go and get it. Y'all see me all on Instagram. I'm always posting it all over Twitter, all over Facebook. You can go to Brother Juan Carlos's page and he got it all over there. But go out there, support it. We're close. Let me just tell you, I ended a couple minutes early because I want to tell you a little story of something that happened to me today. Just so that you all understand the level of perseverance and honor that I am really striving to operate on when it comes to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad House. So I won't say the company name or the people, but I met with some people today regarding who came to me and said that they wanted to help fund the remainder of the project. And I decided to go ahead and take the meeting and, drove downtown, got in my car, went there. I had another call about funding earlier, got off of that call, got in the car, went to this other one. And I really had said that I was kind of tired of going to these types of funding meetings because they always ask me about something that's a non-negotiable. But I just want to point this out because I really want you to understand how important it is for us to preserve our history. After I did my whole pitch, I have a beautiful deck on the house and the museum and everything we're doing, just really next level with NFTs and all this stuff about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And there were some brothers there, some Black men, I'll say. And one of them said to me, this is so exciting. We can get behind this. No. He said, congratulations on getting the National Historic Registry and these organizations to recognize the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as a historic figure in African American history. I was like, what? Like, you're not going, I already know that that's the underlay for the overplay, because you're not going to say that I am doing that when he's already been that. That I wasn't accepting. So I was like, oh, no. That's nothing but Allah. So then he said, we can get behind this project. We just need to ask you to do one thing. And if you do this one thing, then millions of dollars will open up to you and to the project. And I'm already knowing, I'm like, go and give it to me. Here we go. Because I'm sure it's a non-negotiable. They said, remove the religion from around the way you describe and talk about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I said, that's a non-negotiable. We'll struggle along on our own. It's been hard, but I believe in Allah too much to give up. And I know that I know he's there and I know he's here. They're like, yeah, but you don't have to struggle. And I said, I would rather struggle than remove Islam from my presentation of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Are you kidding me? I said, there is no Honorable Elijah Muhammad without the religion of Islam. And I said, and let me say this to you. You all are saying you don't like projects that have a religious emphasis. I said, but you guys said that you help with all these other museums. I said, every historic figure in our history has been tied to a religion. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., all Reverend Jesse Jackson, they're tied to a religion. Did you ask them to remove Christianity? So we can't remove that. He met with Allah, who came in the person of Master Father Muhammad, who brought us the religion of Islam that has resurrected thousands of people around the world and has resurrected Black people that you all threw away. So when we was drunk, when we was shooting up, getting high, robbing, killing people, then Islam, as taught to us by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, is what has resurrected us and changed us. I wouldn't even be sitting here. You just marveled over my resume and my background and all the things that I've done. None of that would be possible. Not to say that I didn't grow up a smart girl, but I'd be sitting in an office somewhere. I may have got to the White House or something, but I'd probably be a totally different person. This conversation would not be happening. So that's a non-negotiable. And when I got in the car, and then, they laughed at the whole, like, wow, like I just think it just should come out, and let's remove the he lives. And I said, it's just a non-negotiable. I said, so I'm going to leave you guys on that. If you decide that you want to support, then that's fine, but it will not be at the expense of not properly representing him or removing Islam. And I have enough faith to know that this is going to all work out. I've done most of the heavy lifting. It is going to work out. So I get in the car and I cried because I just thought about the minister and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and how hard they've worked, and how much these teachings have changed people who literally have been out of their mind, and from learning the discipline of these teachings, people have turned their lives around. And I cried because I thought about, I literally cried my lashes off. That's why I'm looking crazy like this, literally. But reason I cried is because I said, this is how they alter our history that impacts our lives. And we don't even know it. They sat there and told me about how Dr. King's narrative was constructed really so that we really wouldn't get with him. We'll like him and go, okay, that's nice. But if we really understood who and what Dr. King was, then I think we'd probably see him differently and we'd function differently. Because remember, the body goes where the head goes. So if you're thinking one way, then other things manifest in your life as a result of how you're thinking. It's just like when you're drilling, right? When your head goes, then the body follows. So, but listen to this. Look at the grace of Allah. I have been introduced to a gentleman who is into advancing human health and well-being and intelligence through a number of different things like stem cells and genetic cocktails and stuff. And this is actually the second person this week that I've had this conversation. There was another gentleman that I talked to earlier about last week about stem cells. We're actually going to do a podcast together. But this particular guy literally called me on the phone when I got in the car. And he said, I heard about you from so-and-so, so-and-so. And I was just like, I was just over it. I was out of it. I had went to that meeting, got in the car, cried. I'm driving down the highway. And you know what he said to me? He said, I saw one of your shows and you had on a hat that said he lives. He said, that's very possible. He said, all you have to do is get to the body in a certain amount of time and inject them with stem cells and a genetic cocktail and high potency vitamin C. And he named all this other stuff. And then the organs will come back. He said, even if you take a living person and you start to give them that treatment, you will reverse the aging process. And I was like, okay. It was almost like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, don't worry, baby, I'm here. I know these folks crazy. I'm here. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, just to say to you and ask you to support this project, because a lot of people don't get it. And I get a lot of people looking at me like she's really 10 karat crazy. My corporate people, these other, kind of people that I met with, but I'm not. And I want people to be a part of it. And I want people to see the power of these life-giving teachings that we just have never seen before. I really want you guys to support it and become a part of it, because I believe there's a blessing in all of us for uplifting the name of someone who has done so much for us, who is literally indescribable. Literally indescribable. And so anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all that story. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Thank you for watching and supporting Mana with the Soul. We're gonna go from there. We're just gonna keep going. Get your commemorative Elijah coins. Go to SajdahHouseDonations.com. Look, I've done all the heavy lifting, y'all. We ain't got but that much left to go. And if you are a coin holder, you will be receiving an email. If you buy the coin through our database, you're going to receive an email in the next couple of week or so. I'm not going to tell y'all when. So just be on the lookout. That's going to be inviting you to visit the Honorable Elijah Muhammad House during Savior's Day. Now, because we can't take a lot of people, the email is only going out to the people in the coin holder database and the sponsors. And it's going to be on a first come, first serve basis. And the whole business is going to be a collaboration between myself, student imam and minister Abdul Salam Muhammad with NOI Archives, formerly Brother Carlos, and student Imam Sultan Rahman Muhammad of the Table Talks Project. So we're going to begin. This is kind of our kickoff because we are uncovering some really amazing information and exhibits that we cannot wait to show you. And as soon as we get this last little bit of money, we're probably, 4 or 5 months away, if that. So we need your support. So, all right, family, follow me on Instagram and on Instagram at Mo Today Universe or at Sajdah House. And if you follow there, you'll get all my other stuff. And if you got Roku TV, make sure that you go out there and add the Mind of an Entrepreneur show to your Roku TV lineup. And so I'll see you all Saturday. We've got 2 broadcasts on Saturday. Saturday morning, 6 a.m. is the Sajdah Saturday Morning Coffee Talks. I'll try to look better because I won't have been crying over people. And then in the afternoon, we're going to be at Legacy Men's Boutique, Brother Mandine Muhammad, myself, and Sister Nataki. We're just doing this whole Welcome to Chicago Savior's Day series. And so the next part of the series is at Legacy Men's Boutique. And we'll get that flyer out soon. All right. Peace and blessings, family. Love you all.